have had so many 96, 97 speed receivers come out. So many. I'm talking like this list is completely different than the last top 10 receiver list we did almost 3 weeks ago now. We had to go ahead and update it. But if you guys enjoy top 10s like this, I also do gameplays on all the cards. And if you are liking the top 10s, like I said, make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe, and let's just jump into number 10 here. If you're looking for cheap, fast coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, check out my sponsor, U4GM, and use code SHOE for 5% off your order. Number 10, there was going to be a spot or two where there was going to be a 95 speed guy. Although 95 speed is a little bit outdated, I will say I love that he gets one of the better theme teams in the game. And also, when you look at him, compare him to the other guys, he's taller of the bunch, and he has some of the best animations ever. I mean, 3rd and 1, this is a card that I tried. I didn't do a gameplay on him, but I always like to trial cards, so when I do top 10s, he does have the fast spin. He's 6'3" with the fast spin with 95 speed. Obviously, statistically, he is going to be elite being a 94 overall. Everything is 91 plus across the board. Ability-wise on the AKAs, they have been a little bit better, but you're probably not using any of these right now in the game. You're looking at him as a base guy, but the reason why I like him over guys like Braylon Edwards or guys like basically every other 95 speed receiver in the game is animations. He is amazing after the catch. He has really good animations for a tall player, and like I said, tall. This guy is really good, but sadly, he's the outlier of this list. It gets much, much better as we move on. Number 9, I love Jay Jettis. He's like arguably the best statistic card in the game when it comes to wide receiver. But the reason why we can't have him higher is, as many of you guys know, they added signature route running to a couple. There's not really many people that have it. I think it's like him. Devontae Adams has it, but his are actually good. He has it. Cooper Kupp has it. It basically makes them do like their actual signature on their cuts, on their breaks. And if you guys have seen Justin Jefferson run a corner, I showed it a lot in the gameplay to prove a point. His corner route is very slow. If you're playing against cover 0 and they're blitzing you and you need your corner route to fry, even though Jay Jettis has amazing stats, amazing speed, good height, everything, that is a negative. But I think that's the only bad route he runs. I've tried posts, I tried drags, I tried zig routes. He runs everything else perfect. It's really only corner routes. But if you can look past the fact he's still an elite receiver, ability-wise, he does get discounts, but it's not even really worth anything. I think everybody uses Hot Master or Master Tech, so outside apprentices, whatever. But Slotomatic is cool. It'll light up a little bit better. But even on corner routes, I did use Slotomatic in the gameplay. It lit up on corner routes, and he still got out his break slow, and he still didn't win his rep. It's bad. I'm telling you, his corner routes are really bad. I don't think I can have him any higher than 9 on this list just because of that alone. Number 8, I feel like Calvin Johnson, despite being 95 speed, it is still Calvin Johnson. This card is still so played at a high level. I see him all the time out there, and he just bails a lot of bad throws out. 6'5", 236. Obviously, he has the best build in the game. He isn't really good after the catch, but you are getting the best high baller, the best ad catcher. He does have 97 spec catch, 97 deep running. I know a lot of people are wondering, I mean, as many of you guys know, this game works off thresholds. As long as he's above 90, he's fine. They're all low 90s, but you're 6'5", you're hitting all your thresholds, and you have 2 97s right there. 95 speed, like I said, is on the slower end. No discount abilities, but it's still Calvin Johnson. He has to play if you are looking for the big receivers. He is still one of the best big guys in the game. Number 7, we have that Christmas Day present card. Malik Nabers came out, and he was wide receiver 1 for a good 2 weeks there. He is still elite. He is still making his way in the top 10. We are now, what, it's February 5th. I just had to look at the date. He has been one of the best receivers, still top 10 in the game, and he came out on the day of Christmas. That's how good the longevity of him has been. He also has this theme team, the Giants do have a guy also in this list that makes this theme team even better. I mean, you can see amazing stats across the board, good speed. Like Calvin Johnson, no, they don't get any discounts because the 0 AP one did end up going away. But I still think wide receiver, you're not really using AP there unless it's 0 AP regardless. And Malik Nabers is elite, man. This card is very good. Still a top-tier receiver in the game despite being super old. At number 6, another guy who dominated as the best wide receiver in the game there in a little bit. If you guys remember, during the Lions theme team heydays, this card was $6 mil. That also, there was a big Madden tournament that weekend, so a lot of people were building the best theme team in the game, and Lions was that theme team, so that increases price. Pack odds were bad on this card, but they ended up re-putting him in packs. He's down to like 1.2 right now, and still a top-tier wide receiver in the game. Also, Calvin Johnson, another top 10 receiver in the list, so very good wide receiver theme team right there. He is 6'2", 96 speed. He's basically Jay Jettis, but he doesn't have terrible route running when it comes to like actual like moving his head and doing the stupid swivel stuff at the bend of corner routes. He's amazing. JMO, I've used this card plenty. You guys have probably seen it in videos and whatnot, but no ability worth using on it, but still an elite option at wide receiver. And I still think is amazing, man. 6'2" is also feels like the perfect height in this game. At number 5, everybody above here does have 97 speed, which speed is king in the game, especially at wide receiver. Meaning, if you go to a theme team, whatever guy these or whatever they're on, you can get them up to 99 speed. That is valuable. I'm telling you, you could feel 99 speed right now because there's not many cards on defense. It's like literally Deion, I think, and there might be one other guy that you can get up to 99 speed if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's Lynch if you have a Bucs team. I don't remember, but all I know is 99 speed receivers are OP right now in the game. And if you have Chiefs, bang, 99 speed on him. He does have amazing stats across the board. I know you can't see it here, but if you go to mutt.gg, I believe that's where you see the release stat at, unless I'm always blind and never see it here. He does get pressed bad. I will say that's the one thing I noticed this card using him over extensively. He gets pressed bad. If you were playing against a good press corner, man coverage, he gets jammed. Yeah, obviously, he'll beat him if he ends up winning the press. His speed is way better than these guys, but he does get jammed a lot. If you're getting blitzed, it is a little annoying. And then also playoff cards, they didn't really get the best abilities in the world. I mean, human joystick's cool, but not worth it wasting an AP on. But you're here for the speed, man, and he brings it. Number 4, we got the man Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp, statistically, he looks like the best receiver in the game, right? He looks like he's just basically J-Mo, but also 97 speed. If you're wondering, it says 96 right there. All you got to do is literally put 5 training him, and he gets +1 agility. He'll have 99 agility, 97 speed. The reason why Cooper Kupp is not the number 1 receiver, although statistically and height-wise he should be, is because he has the same thing Jay Jettis does. Please go. I'm telling you guys, take my word for it. I haven't done a gameplay on him yet, but I've used him. I've heard good players also say that he's unusable. His corner routes is a big deal. If you don't run corner routes, then yes, he's probably wide receiver run for you. But I think that is a big deal in a lot of good offenses. Corner routes, stemmed corners, literally anything. You can't really, he's going to be very, very slow at it. You need everything on a good timing, a consistent timer on it. And Cooper Kupp sadly has signature routes and it messes his card up. Ability-wise, though, he does get 0 APs over. Or, I don't know how it works on LTDs. They get 1 AP buckets, which is cool. We would have loved to seen zeros. Like I said, you probably prefer zeros on wide receivers, but I don't know. Cooper Kupp, the signature stuff got to be fixed next year, man. It's ruining a lot of cards. Now that we move into the top 3, we got that man OBJ. He is my favorite receiver in the game. I actually have the next 3 guys currently, and he is my favorite, but I also am he's 99 speed on my team in the 40-40 Ravens, but elite stats across the board. He is the shortest of the bunch. 5'11" is a little bit on the tiny side, but I do think he runs routes the best and he separates a little bit the best. I think the shorter guys just naturally are better at route running, but also look at the stats. 98 spec, amazing catching stats, way better than his route running across the board. Ability-wise, he does get a 0 AP jukebox, which is valuable. That's what I use on him. I love 0 APs. I think they're the most valuable. Although I play on conservative, it is there. And also, I will say, the juke on him is very bad. Even with jukebox, it's very bad. So it doesn't even feel like he has a discounted bucket. But I think OBJ is amazing, man. A super fun card, great theme teams, and easily 99 speed achievable. Number 2, I love Reggie Wayne. I think Reggie Wayne is perfect. He is what the other guy should be. He is 6 foot, 90 plus in every stat, also 97 speed. Like I mentioned, all you got to do is put in this 85 overall, and you get him up to 97 speed. You can get his catch in traffic and his awareness up as well. Ability-wise, he does get 0 APs, mid in elite or red zone threat. Either one. They're both decent abilities. 0 AP. It's better than the 0 AP jukebox. That's why I value him over OBJ a little bit as well. And also, he doesn't have bad route running. He's elite across the board. Good height on him. Perfect height in my opinion. I think Reggie Wayne's elite. I've been using him since the day he's came out, and he's been an amazing, amazing card. Go give him a try. Probably one of the best bang for your buck receivers in the game. 97 speed, and I believe he's under 500K right now. And then all you got to do is buy this 85, which is like 4K coin. So I'm telling you, Reggie Wayne, if you're looking for a receiver under 500K, it's him right there. Number 1, I think Deion is just the most fluid receiver in the game. His 93 was still one of the best receivers in the game. And then they kind of gave him an early upgrade. I don't know why Deion wide receiver needed an upgrade that fast. He was already a 93, and then they gave him the 95. But, I mean, I'll take it. He gets elite theme teams. He also gets Ravens. So you know what that means. Ravens gets 2 99 speed receivers, which is insane. Him and OBJ, but 97 speed, I'm going to explain it every time just so no one gets questioned. He does get it right there, and then the spec catch up to 97 too. Also, stats-wise, he's just a little bit better than Reggie everywhere else if you're looking at those and nitpicking. Same height. I think he moves amazing after the catch, and also his 0 APs is jukebox and red zone threat. Red zone threat is probably the better than mid and elite anyway, so I would say they have the same discounts. Him and Reggie White, or why do I keep saying Reggie White? Reggie Wayne are basically the same card. There's no wrong choice here at number 1 and 2. Boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. I think receiver, as long as you have a 96 speed and above guy, Probably you're fine. You're fine. Also, theme teams, make sure you are running your theme team receivers. Speed is always king at the skill positions. You want to run a theme team that has fast receivers, fast DBs. I'm telling you, Ravens is a very, very good one right now. That's why I'm running it. Let me know what receivers you guys are using right now, what theme team you're building, what you're stacking around, and I'll see you guys in the next gameplay. We have Super Bowl present cards coming tomorrow. A lot of fun cards. I'll see you guys there. Peace out, boys.